Howdy folks, Nick Offerman here, and I'm as pleased as a puppy with a new chew toy to welcome you to Woodworking Advisor. Now I understand that some of you fine folks might be new to the world of woodworking, staring at a piece of lumber like it's an unsolved riddle. But fear not, because on this channel we're gonna turn you from hesitant onlookers to confident craftsfolk. Let's get those creative juices flowing and take a gander at some of the fine craftsmanship we'll be diving into. Alright folks, let's start with a project that's as essential to a well-stocked kitchen as a good cast iron skillet, a sturdy cutting board. First things first, you're gonna need a piece of hardwood. I prefer cherry or walnut for their rich color and durability, but feel free to choose a wood that speaks to your soul. Once you've got your lumber selected, we're gonna measure and mark our desired dimensions. Remember, measure twice, cut once. That's a woodworking proverb passed down through generations of Offermans. Now, with a sharp saw and a steady hand, we're gonna carefully cut along our marked lines. Now that we've got our cutting board cut to size, it's time to smooth out those rough edges. Start with a coarser grit sandpaper, and work your way up to a finer grit for a finish that's as smooth as a baby's bottom. To ensure your cutting board stands the test of time, we're gonna give it a good rub down with some mineral oil. You've just created something both beautiful and functional with your own two hands. Alright folks, now that we've got the basics down, let's kick things up a notch and create some coasters that'll make your coffee table the envy of the neighborhood. For this project, we're going to be using a variety of hardwoods to create a visually appealing contrast. I'm partial to a combination of walnut and maple, but feel free to experiment with different species and let your creativity run wild. We'll start by cutting our wood into small squares or circles, depending on your preference. Once you've got your coaster blanks cut out, it's time to break out the drill and create a shallow recess in the center of each coaster. This will prevent condensation from pooling on the surface and ruining your furniture. We're going to use a bit of wood glue and some small clamps to attach our different wood species together, creating a visually striking pattern. Once the glue has dried, we'll sand everything down until it's smooth and seamless. Finally, we'll apply a durable finish to our coasters to protect them from spills and scratches. A set of handcrafted coasters that are as beautiful as they are functional. Alright folks, let's move on to a project that's both practical and stylish. A simple yet elegant shelf to display your most prized possessions. For this project, we're going to need a few basic tools, including a saw, a drill, and some sandpaper. First things first, we need to decide on the dimensions of our shelf. This will depend on where you plan on hanging it and what you plan on putting on it. Once you've got your measurements, we'll cut our wood accordingly. For the supports, we're going to use a simple yet effective joinery technique called a dado joint. This involves cutting a groove into the shelf supports that will snugly house the shelf itself. With our dado joints cut, we can now assemble our shelf using some wood glue and a few screws for added strength. Finally, we'll give our shelf a good sanding and apply a finish of our choice. A sturdy and stylish shelf that's perfect for displaying your favorite books, trinkets, or even a collection of hand-whittled animal figurines. Now let's move on to a project that's close to my heart. Crafting a wooden picture frame to showcase those cherished memories. A well-crafted frame can elevate a simple photograph into a work of art, and it's a project that allows for endless creativity. For this project, we'll need a few additional tools, including a miter saw for those precise angled cuts, and a router if you want to add some decorative edges. We'll begin by choosing the right wood for our frame. I prefer hardwoods like walnut or cherry for their rich color and grain, but you can also use softer woods like pine or cedar for a more rustic look. Once you've selected your wood, we'll measure and cut the pieces for our frame, ensuring those mitered corners fit together snugly. Using a router or even just sandpaper, you can add decorative edges to your frame like a classic ogee or a simple bevel. Finally, we'll assemble our frame using wood glue and some small nails or brads. Once the glue has dried, we'll carefully insert our chosen photograph and secure it with a backing board. And there you have it, folks. Now, let's step outside and create a project that'll bring joy to both you and our feathered friends. A charming birdhouse. Building a birdhouse is a rewarding way to connect with nature and attract some cheerful chirping to your backyard. For this project, we'll want to choose a wood that can withstand the elements, like cedar or redwood. We'll start by cutting the pieces for our birdhouse, following a simple design that includes a floor, 4 walls, a roof, and an entrance hole. Once we've cut our pieces, we'll assemble them using wood glue and screws, ensuring a tight and weather-resistant seal. Finally, we'll add a few finishing touches, like a sloped roof to shed rain and a hinged door for easy cleaning. You can even get creative and add some decorative elements like a small porch or a colorful paint job. A charming birdhouse that's sure to attract a flurry of feathered friends to your backyard. Alright folks, let's dive into a project that allows you to express your creativity and personality crafting a personalized wooden sign. Whether it's a warm welcome message for your front porch or a humorous quote for your workshop, a handcrafted sign adds a touch of character to any space. For this project we can use a variety of woods depending on the desired look and feel. We'll begin by preparing our wood surface, ensuring it's smooth and free of imperfections. Then, we'll sketch out our desired design or lettering directly onto the wood. Using a wood-burning tool, paint, or even just a sharp carving knife, you can bring your design to life. Experiment with different font styles, decorative elements, and color combinations to create a truly unique piece. Finally, we'll seal our sign with a protective finish to shield it from the elements. A personalized wooden sign that's sure to spark conversations and add a touch of your personality to any space. Alright folks, let's get down to business and build a piece of furniture that's as essential as it is versatile, a simple yet sturdy stool. Whether it's for extra seating, a makeshift stepladder, or just a place to rest your weary bones after a long day in the workshop, a well-built stool is a valuable addition to any home. For this project, we'll want to choose a hardwood that can handle a bit of weight, like oak or maple. We'll start by cutting the pieces for our stool legs and seat, ensuring they're all uniform in size and shape. For the legs, we'll use a simple yet effective joinery technique called a mortise and tenon joint. Once our mortise and tenon joints are cut, we can assemble our stool using wood glue and a few screws for added strength. Finally, we'll round over the edges of our stool seat and sand everything smooth for a comfortable and splinter-free finish. A sturdy and stylish stool that's ready to handle whatever life throws at it. Now let's embark on a project that's both elegant and practical, crafting a beautiful wooden jewelry box to store those precious trinkets and treasures. A handcrafted jewelry box makes a thoughtful gift and is a project that allows you to showcase your woodworking skills. For this project, we'll want to choose a hardwood with a fine grain, like cherry or walnut. We'll start by cutting the pieces for our box, including the base, lid, and sides. We'll use a combination of rabbet and dado joints to create strong and seamless connections between the pieces. Once our box is assembled, we can add some decorative elements like inlays, moldings, or even a carved design on the lid. Finally, we'll sand everything smooth and apply a beautiful finish to enhance the natural beauty of the wood. A handcrafted wooden jewelry box that's as beautiful as the treasures it holds. Now, let's create a project that's sure to spark imagination and bring a smile to a child's face. Crafting a wooden toy. There's something truly special about a handcrafted toy, imbued with the love and care of the maker. For this project, we'll want to choose a hardwood that's both durable and safe for children, like maple or birch. The possibilities for wooden toys are endless, from simple cars and trucks to intricate puzzles and dollhouses. We'll choose a design that's appropriate for our skill level and the age of the child we're making it for. Once we've chosen our design, we'll cut the pieces for our toy, ensuring they're smooth and free of any sharp edges. Finally, we'll sand everything smooth and apply a non-toxic finish to protect the wood and ensure the safety of the child. A handcrafted wooden toy that's sure to provide hours of imaginative play. Alright folks, let's wrap things up with a project that's both practical and stylish. Building a wooden desk organizer to tame that chaotic clutter and bring some order to your workspace. For this project, we can use a variety of woods, depending on the desired look and feel. We'll start by measuring our workspace and designing an organizer that fits our specific needs. We can incorporate different compartments, drawers, and shelves to accommodate all our essentials. Once we've finalized our design, we'll cut the pieces for our organizer, ensuring they're accurate and square. Finally, we'll sand everything smooth and apply a finish of our choice. A handcrafted wooden desk organizer that's both functional and stylish, bringing order to your chaos and a touch of craftsmanship to your workspace. Well folks, we've reached the end of our woodworking journey, at least for today. I hope these 10 projects have inspired you to pick up a saw, embrace the beauty of wood, and discover the deep satisfaction of creating something with your own two hands. If you enjoyed these projects and want to continue honing your woodworking skills, be sure to subscribe to Woodworking Advisor for more tips, tricks, and step-by-step tutorials. Now go on, get out there, and make something you're proud of. Until next time, happy crafting.